What up, dude? And welcome to the Boss Up Ball Out Podcast, your home for organic debate about Detroit Lions news and rumors. Happy Victory Monday, baby. Number 50 on this thing.
Bet that dog.
On today's show, we recap and react to the Lions' 31-9 victory over the Vikings on Sunday Night Football, getting that number 1 seed in the NFC, the NFC North Championship, and the first round bye. The brawl for it all turned into the BTA. But first, let me bring in before I bring in them. Do me a quick favor, man. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Man, get this thing to other Lions fans like yourself. If you enjoy the content, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Hit that button. It's free. It's free, $3.99 and 50% free. We are on the way to 3,000 subscribers, and we're currently at 2634. But now it's time to bring in my co-host for this great Victory Monday, man.
Shit.
First up, man, I'm gonna bring in the hardest working man in Jackson, Michigan. Man, that boy got more jobs in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who else got a job in Jackson besides him. It's the Wolverine. Who?
Coach Mike Jones. What's going on, Lion fans? How y'all feeling? Victory Monday.
Yeah, baby. And last one of the regular season, first one of the playoffs. All roads lead through the Motor City. All right, y'all know who it is, man. Men want to be him and women want him, man. He be having them yams farming. He be having them overalls on. I know they asked this weekend where the yams at. It's my man, LL Cool Toast. What's going on, my guy?
What's up, everybody? Happy Victory Monday.
Shout out to my man Geronimo in the building, man. If you're new to the channel and you don't know how the show works, we look at the Detroit Lions news, headlines, and takes. If we agree, we say they are bossed up. If we disagree, we say they are balled on. And we give our reasons why we agree or disagree. No hot takes here. You ain't getting no Stephen A. You ain't getting no doggone Skip Bayless. You know what I'm saying? You'll get the real from your boys right here on the Boss Up Ball Out podcast.
Can we get some Joy Taylor?
Yeah, nah. I'm married down here. I mean, I like her. She cool. She actually she's very good at what she does.
No, it's a. Have you
but
been
I got you.
What's going on?
You know,
it's in the news. That's all.
It's a whole bunch of stuff going on over there, man.
I told y'all something about her.
I'm leave that alone. However, comma space. I want to look at a take that was given by the NFL live crew. And one he my dog. I love this dude because I love what he does.
Spears?
No, man. Ryan Clark.
Ryan
Clark. That's my guy. I like Ryan Clark. I like everything he does between the pivot and being on the NFL show over there on CW. But he said that the Vikings are gonna put up 50 on the Lions.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Oh, they was coming for him on Twitter last night. They was coming for their head last night.
Yeah.
And one thing I'll say this: Big Swagoo, Marcus Spears, when all of them picked the Vikings, he was like, the Lions gonna win. As soon as he saw everybody pick the Lions, he was like, the Vikings. He said, "Yep, nope, Lions gonna win."
Yes,
but
sir.
Let's just look at this game. This is not what I expected.
Nah, me either.
I thought it was gonna be a closer game. I thought it was gonna be a shootout, and it turned into at the halftime, it was BTA all day. At the halftime, it became once the offense started, because the defense was playing great all game, but when the offense got to clicking, it was a wrap. So I mean, shout out to the Lions, man, back-to-back NFC North champs, number 1 seed in the NFC, and they'll get some more players back coming back off this first round bye. So what did you guys think of the game? I'm going to go to you first, Coach Jones.
What I think about the game, I think this was a defensive masterpiece by the Detroit Lions. Okay, and I'm going to get a little bit more into it, but Sam Darnold, even though he didn't get sacked a whole bunch of times, he was under pressure the whole entire game. And he turned, and where that pumpkin, come on with the pumpkin head, man. I need to see it. I need them vibes. Shit. Yeah, man, Sam Darnold, man, he did what he did. But you know what? Yeah, the Lions, they surprised me on offense too, man. Like I'm gonna let you get into that, LL, but I was surprised how the offensive stats went. Yeah, there you go. I was surprised that Gibbs got off like he got off. I thought, it was gonna be a little bit more spread around, kind of, TD wise, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was man. I can't ask for more. I was waiting for my dad to call me back.
Yeah. I got a partner, man. He's from Minnesota, man. He's a Vikings fan. My man Jeremiah, man. Schroeder. I've known that dude since the late '90s, and he ain't text me back yet. But what you got, LL?
Haters.
No, I didn't see it going this way either. I thought it could be a lower scoring game, and that's just because that's sometimes how division games go. No matter how good the teams are, usually like in the division game, it usually bring it down. But
A little tighter. I got you.
Yeah, I didn't see it going like this at all. I love it though. I'm currently I don't know if y'all are watching right now. What time is it? Whatever time it is right now.
5:31. Yeah,
the replay is on NFL Network right now, and I'm currently, I just want that basking down on me. It was a good win, and just like what I'm glad you brought that up, man. It's everything that we didn't heard and we didn't seen, and at least my feelings been, man, it's still Sam Darnold, and Sam Darnold happened last night.
Franchise record 15-2.
And I made an updated Pumpkinhead picture. I sent it to the chat. It just has the word Pumpkinhead actually on it. But you know how it go, man. I'm glad that it happened the way that it happened, man. And like you said, NFC North champs, number 1 seed in the NFC bye week, all that good stuff, man.
All right, that's what we're gonna talk about today, real quick. All right, we talk about the offense, we talk about the defense, and we're gonna give our bossed up, balled out, and balled on players of the game. The balled on players of the game gonna be a little surprise. Because they're not who you think it is. Not who you think it is. But we're gonna get at it, man. All right, first up, offense up first. What you got, LL?
Man, hung 31 on them. I think we all had them scoring 40 or more. I think. Good game, man. Good. Well, it was. They had a hard time stopping us. It'll be a play here or there, led by, I wouldn't say led by, but, a couple of turnovers, involving, y'all's friend, but, the defense held up, and I know that Coach Mike will go over that in full detail, but man, this, it just a good game, man. 394 total yards. It wasn't like I shouldn't even say that. I was going to say it wasn't closest to score. And the score wasn't close. It wasn't a very close game at all. We outmatched or we outdueled them on offense. Coach Mike, I think it's funny how you said that about Taylor Decker. Just a few weeks ago on this very show, I said something about Taylor Decker, and both of y'all gave me a very confused face. So I just leave it at that for the moment. We'll talk about it when draft time rolls around. But Taylor Decker, he gave up a little bit of pressure. It was, it was all right though. Jared Goff, y'all's friend, he did an excellent job. He stepped up when he could, did some things. We actually had some calls go our way as well. I thought that that was definitely grounding, but they was a delay of gaming it all game, so I didn't really care. The officiating was a little bit inconsistent, but I don't really care because
it was evenly bad all game.
I agree with you on that. But I guess for what's the word? No further ado, that man Supersonic, dog. They was trying everything. I don't know if y'all seen Blake Cashman. I kept hearing his name. He's like a dirty Jack Campbell. Like when you die, he put knees in people back. He do a lot of stuff that I would have put my knee on his neck about. But Blake Cashman tried his best. They was still hitting my man. Jared Goff hung him out to dry, and Van Ginkel slammed him to the ground, and he bounced right back up and got back in there. That run game was what it was. What's the numbers on Supersonic? Never, I got it right here in front of me. But that man Supersonic, I don't know all the numbers, but he had 28 touches and 170 yards or something like that, 4 total touchdowns, man. That's he had all of them.
He had all the touchdowns. Yeah,
Ben Johnson had the supersonic code in, and he went crazy. Like you said, he had all the touchdowns. I didn't even notice that part, but man, that is incredible. Ben Johnson, like I said, Ben Johnson had the supersonic code in, and Brian Flores was like me back in the day. He didn't know what to do. He had to call his friends to come watch it. Hey man, come watch what he doing to us right quick, because that's what happened. We heard about Brian Flores getting, maybe that's the reason why Gerard Mayo was fired yesterday and all this other stuff. And hopefully they kept the receipt on that, because or maybe not, because they don't play Jared Goff 2 times a year. But just another good game of Ben Johnson out scheming Brian Flores. You heard it's not really that hard. It's easy for me to say this from a chair in Pontiac, Michigan, than do it on the NFL sideline. But Chris Collinsworth called it. They just whenever they blitz from, it's a hole in that spot. So that's what they would do. You blitz from over there, you're gonna put a guy right behind that and throw it to him. I wanted to see Jameson Williams get loose. We didn't get to see that as much as I would have liked at all. But and on that one, was it the tip or something like that? It was one he was about to get loose, but didn't quite get there. But it was a game plan, or a masterful game plan by Ben Johnson. I know a lot of times we like to say that he get cute. We didn't see too much of that. We didn't see Penei Sewell try to do any foolishness. We didn't see Dan Skipper out there, catching touchdowns, even though I like seeing some of that. But we didn't. It was just straight up, football on your head tops tonight. And then Goff put this one up there. Curt put this up there, I guess. So for his friend Jared Goff, he said Goff overcame the mistakes. I wasn't gonna say too many words about Jared Goff, because y'all know I hate him, and I don't want to be the one that as soon as he have a bad game, just jump up and be like, man, I hate him, because I say it all the time. I don't think I need to say it when he have a bad game, but I won't say he had a bad game. He just really tried to get his game away. He tried to do it a couple times. Turned it over twice. Like I said, on that one, I believe that was grounding, but hey, they didn't see it. I don't care. But he did overcome the mistakes and held it together enough to where it didn't roll off the wheels. I won't say how it did in Houston, because we still won the game, but it didn't keep going. He put a cap on some of that stuff, and I believe some of that was more of that second point there, that Ben Johnson versus Brian Flores. They understood what needed to be done to keep him out of harm's way, and they stopped doing some of that stuff. They stopped throwing those screens to Van Ginkel side, because he almost got him. And stopped throwing hospital balls to Van, and stopped throwing hospital balls on Van Ginkel side, because he almost got supersonic head took off. Yeah. But a great game overall. We even got to see, for last but not least, we got to see Jameson Williams contribute. Craig Reynolds had a good, tough running game. He was putting his helmet in people's chest. Blocking them, coming them on them little stupid little blitzes they were sending. Sam Laporta with a couple big time catches. My friend Kwame Tim Patrick with some big time catches, man. Just overall great effort, man. Led by Supersonic. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, definitely. I would have to say this, man. That offense was, once it got going, it was humming, man. I know it was slow at first, man, but once, but here's the deal. I pointed this out last time. Jahmyr Gibbs was the reason why we won the last time we played in Minnesota. He sparked that offense. It did the same thing. And this time, instead of just jumpstarting the offense, he just was the offense the whole game. Setting franchise record with 20 total touchdowns, finished 5th in the league in rushing. And he just fell short of 2,000 all-purpose yards at 1929. Started off slow, but then once Johnson, like you said, found that mismatch where it was just like, you're gonna blitz this one guy, I'm gonna put one guy right behind him, so I can identify the blitz with motion, see who's going where. And in second half, it was just BTA all game, man. They were just whooping them, man. They couldn't stop it. Spread the ball around. It didn't abandon the run. But they found gaps in that zone, especially right behind whoever the blitzer was coming. Here's my thing. I think the motivating factor was for Ben Johnson was he didn't forget that Flores fired him in Miami when he cleaned house and when he got hired as a head coach. He didn't even give Ben Johnson a chance to interview to be on his staff. He just said, "Nah, you can go." I guess Ben Johnson took that personally. But yeah, Goff, man. I would say this about Jared Goff, man. Love him or hate him, man. That dude, he just doesn't change. I mean, he threw an interception, he threw two, and he was just like, okay, next play. You know what I'm saying? But you got to have that mentality as a quarterback. Like, you can't just get down on yourself just because you've made a mistake. And I'm looking at him like, okay, when are you gonna get right? And he got right in that second half, and it was just like it was on. So shout out to Ben Johnson, shout out to Jared Goff, man, and then especially shout out to my man Sonic, man. He did his thing, and then big shout to my man Big Waymo got to hit 1,000 yards on the season. That last drive, they was pushing that ball to him. They was like, "Yeah, we're gonna get it to you." Got called, a play got called back for offensive pass interference, and then he went in there and he got his thing done, man. So shout out to Waymo, man, because I expect Waymo from J-Mo. All right, what you got, Coach Jones?
Man, I just want to say that I was surprised about Jahmyr Gibbs, and I'm not surprised about what he did. I was surprised that he was so effective, because if you look at it, Minnesota had the second best rush defense in the entire NFL. So I was thinking that it would be more of the passing game that took the lead, and maybe Jahmyr Gibbs would get something like 70 hard-earned yards, But he went through there. He took him down through there. He swag and surf. That's how he did it right there, man. I'm happy that Jahmyr Gibbs has found his notch, man, and he knows what to do now. That's another facet of the Lions offense that when we get to the playoffs, y'all is in trouble.
Because I know you're a coach, Mike. What you think? One adjustment that I saw, because like you said, it seemed like he was getting stopped up in the hole, but he started to get in there, and as the old man used to say, he'd get in there and beat him a couple times. He'd give it and do, and it just seemed like it would open up for him. That's when it was a good game, man. I stopped him.
One thing I noticed that Jahmyr Gibbs did was, instead of putting your foot and just going, he would run right up behind the guy, the lineman that he's supposed to and you know what I'm saying, and then do a little and then go from there. Instead of going from back here, he would get right up on him and kind of go, man. So that was beautiful, man. 4 total touchdowns though. I did like I said, man. And I bet on FanDuel, and I did not think Jahmyr Gibbs was gonna get. So I didn't put Jahmyr Gibbs in either two of my lineups. So joke is on me, man. That boy got off last night.
Remember last show I asked, was Coach Mike a Lions fan?
You said what?
I asked, was you a Lions fan? How you wouldn't put him in the lineup?
I put all Lions in there. I just didn't put in Jahmyr Gibbs. I put in Amon-Ra St. Brown, J-Mo, and Sam Laporta because I thought it was going to be a pass-heavy,
So it could be a shootout.
There was, but in scoring-wise, you got to get who's going to make the touchdowns. The touchdowns will count. And I didn't think Jahmyr Gibbs was going to get in the end zone that many times, but that boy good.
That's what you get for thinking.
Yeah, and Ben Johnson, versus Brian Flores. Brian Flores, you just showing that Ben Johnson how good of a coach he is, man. I'm just gonna let y'all know, man. We're not gonna see Ben Johnson next year. Okay, just let's keep it 100. Okay,
don't be so sure.
Come on, LL. Let's keep it 100. Okay.
Don't be so sure.
When the off season starts, whoever has the best offensive weapons, the most offensive weapons, probably Jacksonville, you know what I'm saying, that's going to get rid of their coach, is going to empty the Brinks truck. There's not going to be a cap on Ben Johnson like they quote-unquote did this offseason when they was like, oh, we don't know who. They're going to give him whatever he wants. Whatever he wants, he's going to get it. He's going to command it because that beatdown he put on Brian Flores,
he gotta want that and the coaching opportunity and the team. It might,
anybody gonna take that money, man. Hey, Brian Flores, hey, you got something on your eye and I think it's black.
I mean, yeah, but you're right. But some of these organizations. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, we gotta move along. We can talk about that on another show. But let's get back into this game recap. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. All these things help to get this content to more Detroit Lions fans like yourself. Now it's time to talk about the defense, man. Coach Jones, man, what you got, brother?
Man, AG. And AG been getting a lot of heat from a lot of fans. And I'm not talking about just NFL. I'm talking for Lion fans as well. AG been getting a lot of heat. And it's like we've been forgetting about the injuries. Like we'll talk about them, But then when we talk about all the injuries, we'll forget in that same breath that they're on defense. Besides, Montgomery, most of those injuries are on defense, man. And AG just don't really get no slack until last night. AG, man, he called the game, and them boys put up 9 points. They didn't even get in the end zone. Okay, they did not get in the end zone, not a nan, not a time. Curt, not a nan, not a time.
Nah, nan, no, nobody say nan like you can follow.
They didn't score not a nan, not a touchdown all game. They scored 3 field goals. And that's AG called the perfect game because Sam Darnold was under pressure and duress all night long. If Sam Darnold was immobile, he probably would have got sacked about 6 or 7 times. But Sam Darnold is mobile, so he was able to kind of use his feet to get away. But man, that pressure, whew, man, wow. So then let's move on, man. And this what surprised me is I got the numbers, at the end of the day, man. I went back into the box score and I got the numbers. I was like, oh, that's nasty. So Sam Darnold was 18 of 41 for 166 yards, no interceptions, no touchdowns. 18 of 41 for 166. Yuck. Justin Jefferson, the man who just, the best receiver in the NFL, had 3 catches for 54 yards. Say what? Okay. And Cam Akers was the leading rusher, not even Aaron Jones. Cam Akers probably had the most productive day of anybody on the Minnesota Vikings because he had 6 rushes for 65 yards. Those are horrible numbers, Minnesota Vikings. Okay, that's why you're not number 1. Because you in prime time. And I said this before. Sam Darnold he's not going to be a bad quarterback just because of this game, but he's not ready for that spotlight like that yet. This is his first game being on the big stage spotlight like that. Jared Goff has been there, so that's why he was able to move on from them things. That boy out there was, okay. And then the last thing, 2 sacks from the Detroit Lions defense, one by Big Z, Lower Z, as you call him, LL. And that boy, Al-Qadim Muhammad, man, wherever they found him from, wherever they found him, wherever they saw him at, wherever they was like looking, because Brad Holmes be searching high and low for everybody. Man, they know how to pull people from teams, from practice squads, and they make the best of what they go of everything, man. And last but not least, I want to kind of hold this off because it's kind of like a little bit of bad news, but the updates is good. So the foot injury on Terrion Arnold that happened in the third quarter, it was about like 11 and a half minutes in the third quarter, and he got hurt, man. And but the injury update was that there was nothing broken. So he believes that he will be out there and ready to go with 13 days rest, and with our awesome training staff that he will be ready to go when time is due. So we just got to thank the man upstairs that Terrion Arnold did not suffer. And, because at first when I looked at it, I was like, not again. But, it's good news, man. So with all that being said, man, let y'all in on this, man.
Yeah, big boss up for you, man, on those defensive takes out for real. Look at this game, man. I was just like, AG was on his grind. I mean, he had his legs crossed in the second half, chilling on the sidelines. But that secondary, man, was helped by that pass rush. And then they only got the Darnold twice, but they had that, like you said, that press was in his face all game long. I mean, here's my big. It was 2 really big contributors for me. Alex Anzalone being able to help and play man coverage against Hockenson. It really took him out the game. And Alex Anzalone wasn't on the pitch count. He played the whole game. I didn't see him come out the game. Like they were saying like, oh, he's going to be active, but he's going to be on a pitch count. I don't remember seeing him like really out of the game. I don't remember seeing him off the field. Did y'all see him take a rest?
No, nope. I don't remember seeing him like on a couple of plays. I seen him when they had like the 4-2 when we went to the 4-2-5. But besides that, he was in there.
Yeah,
He was in there.
I seen Reeves Maben out there a couple times.
I think about that a couple times, but yeah,
that was it though.
They put the clamps on the Vikings, man, especially in those goal line stands. Those, you know how critical that was, man, for that game. Like they were just like, nope, yeah, you got down here, but you ain't getting in. You know how demoralizing that is for an offense, man, to get all the way down there, get on the goal line, and just first of all, you're throwing the ball. Second of all, yeah, that coverage was just bananas down there at the goal line. And then my other guy, man, that I gotta talk about, Meek Robinson. What?
Little Meek.
Meek is a dog, man. He got
Little
into Justin Jefferson's. I think he broke his chain one time. I think he took his chain off one time, man. One of them diamond encrusted, one of them diamond things, man. But they played each other for almost their whole career, because they played against each other in high school because they're from the same area. They played against each other in college because one went to Louisiana Tech and the other one went to LSU. And then in the NFL, they played against each other. And Meek Robinson was like, I know this cat. This my dude. This is my homie right here. I'm gonna play him tough, man. He knew how to play him. He got the safety cover. He got the safety help over the top, and he just wasn't able to get loose. So Meek Robinson, man. And then he had the tackles for loss. He was just playing. Meek Robinson was balling that game, man. Yeah. I gotta give it to him, man. And shout out to Vildo with that punch out on Jefferson too. I thought it was gonna be a fumble. So and then the last thing, as far as I gotta talk about this on the defense, man. Big Z wrecked shop all game. He only got one sack, but he was wrecking shop on that offensive line. He was going inside, he was going outside. We all know Muhammad, what he can do when he get loose, man. And then O'Connor, DJ Reader,
Reader was out there.
Levi Onwuzurike, Josh Pascal, all them cats, man. That whole defensive line, man, they came to play. And like some of the Lions players say, man, they heard all the noise that they were talking, and they decided to go ahead and wreck shop. So shout out to the defense, man. AG, what a hell of a game, man. You definitely did that, man. The two game balls that Alexander Only and Meek Robinson were definitely on a national broadcast and in the locker room were definitely deserving.
Yeah,
I wholeheartedly agree. One thing I want to point out, because they just showed it not that long ago, when Builder punched the ball out, he punched him in the chest first. You can see he grabbed it like, oh man. But no, whatever. But no, just a great defensive effort, man. I didn't see it happening like that at all. I think we all just kind of thought that, it was going to have to be a shootout, and AG had much different plans, man. Also on the replay that they just showed they sent Kirby Joseph on a blitz a couple times, man. Everybody had everybody in hell, man. Little Meek had Justin Jefferson all types of confused. And everything. The funny thing is, like, you can't even say Jordan Addison, like, just not even forgetting about him, but he just had one target and that was it. I don't know if he have a catch or what. I know you see one on the thing when you look at the score. I mean, on the stats. So,
he had no catch.
Yeah, it took Jordan Addison all the way out of it.
I ain't had none doubt.
One thing that changed the game, a name y'all just called, was DJ Reader. That he reminded me of a dude in the Riverside named Big Corn. Like he wouldn't tackle because he was bigger than all of us when he was kids. So he wouldn't tackle us. He would either throw you or just fall on you. He fell on Aaron Jones, and that's when Cam Akers came in the game. So he fell on him like Big Corn. And Aaron Jones wasn't there no more. Like, and Aaron Jones, like you said, he had a decent game, but that was when you started seeing Cam Akers come in. So yeah, no, they did what was necessary, man. They completely erased T.J. Hawkinson, man. He was, he had some stuff to say in the past and couldn't back none of that stuff up, man. It was just it was good to see, man. It was excellent to see, and I keep reminding us of this, hopefully. So he can watch one of these and be like, all right, man, I can't do y'all like that. But, don't forget, Aaron Glenn said that he wanted to be here for a long time. He wanted to be here long term. And, he mentioned history and all that stuff. I don't know exactly what he said verbatim, but he mentioned just being here for a while. So let's see if he lied to us or not.
You know what? It could
I
be the fact that
I believe him.
It could be the fact that we win it. They might want to run it back.
Right.
Why wouldn't?
Why wouldn't you? All right. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. All these things help us get this content to more Detroit Lions fans, just like yourself. All right, now it's time for the Boss Up All our players of the game. bossed up. Gotta be Sonic, man. Jahmyr Gibbs, 23 carries, 139 yards, 3 touchdowns, 5 receptions, 31 yards, and a touchdown with 170 total yards on the game. All the touchdowns, all 4 of them, all 4 of them. So all of them. All right. Bossed up, bought out on defense. Got to be a Meek Robinson. 5 tackles, 2 passes defense, and 1 tackle for loss. And the man, Double A, coming back in the building, 7 tackles, led the team. 1 pass defense and 1 quarterback hit, man. And he was all over Hawkinson like a second jersey. He was on that dude, man, like it wasn't nothing. And then boss up ball on, but the ball on players of the game, Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson. 4 receptions, 5 yards, 54 yards on 15 targets, man. Justin Jefferson was in the blender. And I don't even know, what do you call that? People from the 80s and 90s remember this, man. Jordan Addison was on a milk carton because I didn't know who the hell that dude was, man. He was missing for the game. But
I want to.
Yeah, but those are my boss up ball I play the game. What you got? What you got to add?
I just want to add Kevin O'Connell to that bought on list as well, and what's his name? Brian Flores, because that's KOC, all this other stuff. And, good job, KOC.
Yeah, definitely. Man, this game was definitely a big step in the right direction for the Lions, man. And that defense, man, they heard all the noise, man, and they went out there and they wrecked shop. For me, I just look at those players, man, and how they came out and how they performed. And what you said about Terry Arnold, man, he already spoke to the media. He said he playing. So he said he good. But he said he got the break, he healed up. And think about some of the players we could get back, even for the divisional rounds. We talk about David Montgomery and even Carlton Davis may be coming back. You know what I'm saying? He get those wires out of his jaw, man. He gonna be good. So because I don't think it was a complete like I think he had like this something where it was just like it wasn't a big fracture.
It was like a crack. Yeah,
a crack. So I think he'll be back. From what I'm hearing, what he's saying, he said he'll be back for the divisional round. So, man, and we get them cats back, man. But let's think about the impact that Alex only had last night, man, for our defense, man. And that made a world of difference. Getting him back, getting Reeves Maven back, and mixing them in with Jack Campbell and those guys, man. And if we can get Carlton Davis back, man, what?
Shut your mouth,
man. We're gonna be down there on Bourbon Street talking some noise, man. But hey, like the video, share the video, comment on the video. All this help us get this content to more Detroit Lions fans just like yourself. Hey, if you've never done so already, make sure you do your boys a big favorite. Make sure you follow us on your favorite social media platforms. Coach Jones does a great job over there on Wolverine Sports Talk. I post content from from this show on all of my social media channels. And then, of course, LL Cool Toys, man. Make sure you check him out, man. I know they've already hit you up on your Instagram asking about the yams, man. So if you hit him up, he will direct you to all the yamage on his page. All right, time for
Bourbon Street. No.
Yeah. Time for party shots on this Victory Monday, the 15th one of the year, man. Division title captured, first round bye captured. I will be on vacation again this week. I'll be back here. I'll be back here tomorrow for the live show, man. We're gonna get this thing going, but yeah, definitely Coach Jones will be at the helm next week while I'm out on vacation, man, having a good time with the fam. But what you got, Coach Jones, for the people today?
I need some of that military money. Yeah, man, I'm on. I got to start it off with a boss up, man, and the Lions. Thank you. All roads to the Super Bowl are going through this place right behind me. Y'all got to come to this place, okay? And y'all got to get a dub if y'all trying to get to the Super Bowl. And I'm going to tell you right now, I was there last year for the game against the Rams. Whoo, if you think you're going to come in here and steal one, you got another thing coming, man. And these Lions knew what it was, man. Alex Anzalone came back as he knew. If we make people try to come through here to get to the Super Bowl, ain't nobody getting through to the Super Bowl but us. So the Lions held it down. I'm still waiting on the call from Mr. Jones. He still ain't called me back yet. I guess he must have fell asleep or something. I'll just say that. But Man, hey, we the number 1 seed. And we going to the Super Bowl, and the Lions is finna make me some money, dog. Bet that, dog.
Word. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Victory Monday, everybody, man. This is the day. Anybody that want to say something crazy about the Lions, today is the day that you can, rub it in their face, whatever way you feel like it. At least for a week or so. I'm not going to work today. I've decided that. But I'll be around. Well, I ain't gonna say around because I ain't gonna see me nowhere. But I'll be looking at stuff on the internet today, watching people on these YouTube streets just saying all the stupid shit that they want to say, just backtracking all the stuff that they were saying throughout the week about like, hey, maybe maybe winning at home or maybe being at home in the playoffs isn't the best thing because we lost a couple times at home. We're undefeated on the road and all that kind of stuff. So I just like to listen for all of the switch ups and all of the I've been knowing this since week this and week that and just lies. So have a great Monday and don't be lying to people.
Yeah, definitely. For me, man, thank you guys for starting your day off with us right here on the Boss Up Ball Out podcast, your home for game debate by Detroit Lions News and Rumors. And for that Vikings fan that told me about Mr. Cashman with all that stuff he was going to do, you can kick rocks with the rest of those purple people eaters, man, because they ain't getting nothing up in the D. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get down, man. Enjoy the rest of your Victory Monday. And enjoy this week off, man. Enjoy the bye week, man, because we earned it. NFC North champions back to back, number 1 seed in the NFC, and to the victor goes all the spoils. Hey, do your man Curt Steele a favor. Whatever you're doing in life, you know what you got to do for your man Curt Steele. You guys to boss up, fall out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, LL Cool Torrance and Coach Mike Jones, this is Curt Steele, and we will holla at you real soon.